beautiful witches. I'm back. I'm back. And I'm so happy to be back, you guys. This is something else going on right now, but all my spiritual workers out there, this is our time. This is our time to shine. This is our time to manifest. This is our time just to basically be all that we are as witches. It's a beautiful thing right now to be a beautiful and glorious witch. Yes, it is. And I know a lot of people, they hate that word witch. I don't want to talk a lot about what's going on in the world. Right now, we just going to talk about some spiritual stuff. Y'all, really, I just want to get some stuff off my chest, okay? And I know many of you are having these same issues, and I just want to talk about all of the hate, you guys, that they have for us witches. They talk bad about us. They've been killing us, and they still killing us, y'all. This is something that has been going on, for many years, hundreds and hundreds of years, persecuting us witches. What is the thing about why they hate us so much? I mean, you can, even in Africa right now, you can call yourself a priestess, okay? And nobody will really have a problem with that. But as soon as you say that word witch, there's a word witch in every language there is, but in whatever language you say it, as soon as you say that, the hate comes. And in many cases, okay, being a witch can get you killed. And that is still happening today, okay? Especially in places like Africa and all over the world, there is a persecution that has constantly and continuously been going on with witches. And a lot of it, I know y'all know I mention this a lot, it has to do with patriarchal rule. You guys, we talk a lot about race wars and how it is so horrible, and all the race, how we've been, discriminated against as Black people. And I'm not taking away from the importance of that. But a lot of us don't like to talk about gender wars and how it is gender wars and the hate of witches that basically started our decline as a people. Because what you have to understand is that us spiritual women, okay, was a big piece of our culture. The spiritual women, because we had, like we do today, all of the cures. The witch doctor was able to cure a village. The witch doctor was able to, do some things that, most people in the village could not do. I mean, she was really a miracle worker. I mean, because some people, let me tell you about the queens that are healers and that are good with making potions and different things like that, and herbal elixirs and things. It's not just the herbs that they're putting together, but some people have a remarkable gift of putting these herbs and things together and their energy into it. Anybody can throw you some herbs together and say, here, but it's something about the energy of a witch that has the healing abilities. Not just that she's putting the potion together, but it's also her energy, okay? So you have to understand that there is a big difference between a priestess, a spiritual worker, someone like that, and a witch. They call the spirit of a witch in African terms, Ajay, okay? Because it's basically mitochondria DNA that's really particularly passed down from mother to daughter, and so forth and so on. And you have to understand that all women are not witches. All women do not have spiritual gifts. Now, we all can have spiritual experiences. We all can, because we are part spirit, and we all can manifest. That is something that we all can do. So you have to know the difference between what we all can do collectively and what many of us have been chosen to do. Special gifts that I call profitable gifts, okay? And the reason why I call them profitable is not just because you can make monetary money off of them. There's nothing wrong with that. Many people have a problem with the fact that we charge, but I mean, we're giving up our energy. So you don't think you should give us some currency? You want my currency, but I shouldn't require anything of you. You know what I mean? So this is to keep us, able to do what we're able to do. We're giving up our time, our resources. And so, yes, we should be paid, even in the Bible. The allegorical Bible show you the Levitical priests, they were paid. They were given, they never had to worry about where to sleep, and we shouldn't either. Nowadays, it's a lot different. We do it differently, but yes, we should be compensated for what we're doing. So it's not just profitable in essence that we can make money off of these gifts, but also they're profitable because we're able to help others and ourselves. We're able to help those in our family. Many of you have the gift of prophecy. Many of you have the gift of, you can see the future. Many of you have prophetic dreams. You go into a dream state. Many of us are healers. All of these things can help us as a people, if we choose to. So it's a lot of things that I hear people say, and I'm trying to address these things one by one. My mind is going a mile a minute. But one of the things I hear people say about us witches today, they love to doubt our power and our abilities, and that is okay. Because I'm going to tell you something. Many times when people doubt your abilities, it's because they never have had spiritual experiences for themselves. Many of you are just not open to it. You don't have the right energy, and this is just not your time. And they haven't had any type of spiritual experiences for themselves. So they figure that everybody is like them, So they figure like we're just, until they have spiritual experiences for themselves, they will always doubt your spiritual ability. So that's one thing that you have to understand. Another thing that I hear a lot of people say is, if you witches are so powerful, why you won't save all your people? Excuse me? What makes you think that we're here to save you? I just don't understand that. And I think that that's a problem, especially with melanated people. You're always looking for somebody to save you in some kind of way. When honestly, when it comes to saving, that's something you need to do for yourself. Okay, that's something you need to do, because many of you don't believe anyway. And that's what allegorical Jesus always said. Do you believe? And belief has a lot to do. Your faith has a lot to do with whether something will work for you, and whether it will or won't. And I don't waste my time with people who don't have a belief. So my whole thing is, it is not our job to take our gifts and collectively save all of us, because all of us don't need saving. The fact that you're asking somebody to save you lets me know we shouldn't deal with you at all. That you ain't ready for this at all, because you wouldn't ask that question. You wouldn't ask that. We know when you say something like that, that basically you are used to the whole biblical aspect. You need to go to Jesus for that. That's what you need to do, sweetheart. Not coming to witches, but go to your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and wait for him to save you. That's what you should do. Don't come to us with that. That's not our job. There's something called universal law, and we have to follow it as well. Okay, there's always a time in the universe where one group of people will rule, and then there's a time when we will decline. And part of that decline is the fact that you don't have respect for women, and you don't have especially respect for us spiritual women born with these spiritual gifts called witches. Okay, I love to call myself a witch because there are women all over the world being persecuted for being a witch. They're being persecuted, killed. Many times people think because we have these gifts that we don't have problems, that we don't have issues, that we don't struggle in life, and that's not the case. We are still here as spiritual workers to learn life lessons just like anybody else. We are learning the lessons of life, even more so than you are. We have to be very, very careful as witches, because many people get upset when we use our gifts. Do you know why? Because we have been given the ability many times to issue out judgment on people. And that is a problem. That is where the hate comes in. You don't like the judgment that we can issue out on your ass. And that is a problem, a stern problem with why there's a serious problem with the witches. Because many times we send out curses. Let's just keep it real. Many people don't feel like we have that ability. But baby, I'm here to tell you, the spirit world is real. And there are people placed on this earth to judge others. And that's why I push witches to hex and curse. Because some people deserve it. That's why I myself am not so quick to go around helping people when they have been hexed. Because one thing I want to say is, what did you do to deserve that? What did you do? How did you anger another witch and now you got some shit on you? You can't get off. What did you do? You see what I'm saying? A lot of you just need to make right with whoever you wronged. We're, as spiritual workers, not doing anybody any favors by letting people get by with doing people rotten. Okay, so many of us, we need to issue out hexes and curses on that ass because you need to learn a life lesson. A life lesson is what you need to learn. And us witches, we have the power to do so. Now, that doesn't mean we can just do whatever we want to do, but we have the power to do so. You don't think so? Okay, but many of you will follow a Bible and follow a book. And anytime, most of the time, when your biblical God wanted to issue out a curse, what did he do? He used a person, an actual person, to do it. Many times. Moses, Jesus, whoever, he would use a person. So we know that there are people in this earth that are meant to warn people about upcoming events, and they are also meant to issue out judgment. See, a lot of men had problems with witches because we were exposing a lot of the wickedness of men, and you have a problem with that. You go to the witches and a witch will be able to tell you, yeah, he over there having an affair, able to give you the name, the location, and see, men don't like that. And that's why you have to be very, very careful. This is why I don't like to do tarot card readings all the time. A lot of the information that I see, I mean, these things can have a detrimental effect on people's lives. You know, people will hate you for the information that you have given others. People like to do things in secret, and us witches, we have the ability to expose you. So that a lot of times is where the hate come in. Okay. Many people also, excuse me, y'all. Many people also have a problem with witches because it's so weird, because you have people who follow the Bible. They follow the 10 Commandments. They doing all this stuff out of a book, and they're thinking that this is going to give them some kind of ability to be used by a higher power. So you have people sitting around because Jesus done promised you that you're going to do greater works than he. And yet you doing all this stuff, okay? You walking around wearing all this different stuff, thinking you be looking all virtuous. Walking around with skirts down to here or whatever your practice, walking around with Jesus pieces and all this. You going to church every Sunday, giving all your money to the pastor, and yet you can't manifest crap. Okay? Yet you look over here and you see witches. We cutting up. Witches can have orgies, do whatever they want to do, and we still witches. It doesn't even matter. So a lot of times that's where the hate come in, because we are bold enough to do what we want to do and still use our gifts for the greater good or to put judgment on your ass. Y'all, my daughter is in there. If y'all hear somebody, we just going to keep it pushing. She in there playing, having a good time. And hey, I'm not going to stop doing my videos, but I will stop if I have to tend to my child, because I am a mother first. So let's just get that straight. So. But no, you guys, people really do have a stern problem with the fact that we are able to live our lives, curse, drink, smoke, do whatever, and we still have these gifts. You see what I'm saying? And that is a lot of times where the hate come in. The hate, they are scared of the feminine energy, and you should be. You should be scared and very afraid, baby. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you have suppressed us for so long. And anytime you suppress energy, when that energy break loose, it's even more powerful than what it was before. See, anytime there's judgment going on in the earth, just know that the witches are behind it. Oh, yeah. And we will take full claim for it. Yes. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We're not all here for love and light. We're not all here for that. I have a problem with that love and light stuff. We'll get on that soon, but we're not here for that. So it's okay for you to come to us for healing. It's okay for you to try to come to us. But what you don't want is the other side of us, that dark, chaotic energy. That's what you don't want. You don't want the rebellious woman that don't want to listen to your rules. You don't want the spirit of Lilith. You don't want the spirit of Jezebel. You don't want the spirit of Kali. But that spirit is needed on the earth. That's why we always talk about Oya. the mother of change. She comes to shake things up. She comes to make things different. And we cannot advance without chaos. We cannot advance without destruction. It has to happen. It has to. It's just a part of it. We will not be able to advance as a people until the witches are fully embraced. And as these tribulations keep going on and on and on and on, you will be loving witches. You will be running to us. That's what you will be doing. When the doctors can't help you, you will be running to us. You do it now. You do it now. Many people who I know are Christians who claim to be Hebrews and different stuff. You're in my inbox. I will never put you on blast because that's not what I do. That's just not me. I don't put people on blast, but you're in my inbox. And you're in many of the witches' inbox. You're mesmerized by us. You talk bad about us, yet you're mesmerized by us. You just can't stop talking about us. I see it all the time. I ain't got even that many subscribers yet. And they done already came for me. But I love it. I love it. I don't mind you coming for me. Do what you got to do, sweetie. If you think that helps you coming for me, do what you got to do. You're not hurting nothing up over here. I'm going to continue my life's work no matter what. It doesn't matter. This is so important to me. I've been like this my entire life. Many of you have made videos talking about I'm into Wicca. What the fuck is Wicca? I don't know what that is. You know, what is that? Many of you are saying I'm into Wicca and you're trying to look like a white woman. First of all, let's get something straight. Being a witch is all about your bloodline and being born a witch. It don't matter what we wear. You're just not comfortable in what I have on. Okay, if I would you be more comfortable if I had on an African headdress and I called myself a priestess? Would that make you comfortable? Would that make you comfortable, baby? If I walked around with an indigenous headdress on and I called myself a clan mother, would that make you better? Would that make you feel better? Would you be more comfortable with being around me if I dressed in a way that made you feel better? But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to be this witch. It don't matter if I put a boot on my head and wear a tutu and walk around slinging a wand around. I'm still going to be a goddamn witch. It doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, you can keep talking all you want to and say, hey, you trying to be like this or that. It doesn't matter. We still are what we are, no matter what I put on, whether it's a skirt down to my ankles or a gothic headdress, which I like. It don't matter what we wear. It's not about clothes. That's what it is for you religious freaks. Okay. You the one got to walk around wearing a uniform all the time. Okay. Or nobody would know you're anything. Okay. You the one got to walk around. Okay. With a hat on that says Yah and some chicken scratch on the side with some fringes. You have to do that. Okay. I don't. That doesn't make me powerful. Okay. Wearing clothes don't make me powerful. The power is within me. And I know that. What I wear is just because I have fun, and this is what I like to do, baby. This is just what I like to do. I do the headdresses, the background and stuff like that. Yeah, because I'm eccentric. I've always been this way. Always. I got pictures of myself in junior high school. I had on a black dress. I probably was, 13, 14 years old with a 5-pointed red star in the middle. And I was a Christian back then, sweetie. So it never mattered. This is always who I was. I have had to hide myself many times growing up so that other people can be comfortable. I had to learn to fully embrace who I am. And there are many women that can't embrace who they are. And that's why I love to call myself a witch. That's why I represent so hard, because my sisters are still being persecuted all over this world. So I'm going to rep for all of you. You know, it's important. Some of us have to be bold. Some of us have to step off into it like this, full-fledged. And that's how I do with everything. I've never been a type of person to half-ass anything. I've never been that kind of person. I've always been the kind of person that has given my faith or anything 110%. But I always had these gifts. And I would take them and use them for the Christian church. Or I would take them and try my best to use them for... Now I'm just using them for me, for myself. I'm embracing who I am on my terms. And that's how we're supposed to be as women. We have to learn our way. And I'm doing these videos right now because I want the younger generation to have something. You know, you need support. All of you young sisters out there, some of you don't have your family. You don't have support like that. So that's why I'm here. I'm here supporting my spiritual women out there. Those of you that are not all love and light and you got darkness to you, it's nothing wrong with that. Learn how to embrace it and use it for your own glory and for the glory of those who you want to help. Okay, we're not obligated to help anybody that we don't want to help. And being melanated don't mean you deserve my help. Okay, and I'm gonna just say it just like that, because many of you deserve whatever kind of judgment you're getting. You know, it's not always about color. Okay, some of you are so low vibrational it don't even matter. I wouldn't help you if I had to. Some of you don't deserve it. Why should we waste our time? And we're not going to waste our time. We're going to focus on what's important. And what's important is doing the work of the Great Mother. What's important is us passing down our knowledge to the next generation so that the younger women can have all of the potions and different things like that, all of the different elixirs and the herbs and different things. I mean, many of my sisters have wonderful green thumbs. I mean, they are able to just look or touch a flower and it grows. You mean to tell me that that's not a gift that's needed? You know, when all of this is destroyed, because it will be destroyed, all of this that you call technology, when it is destroyed, what you will have is the witches. We will be the ones that know how to put what plant with another plant to cure you of a rash or whatever you got going on. We will be the ones that you will come to because we will have the knowledge. And it's not just about having the knowledge. It's about having the gift. It's about having the gift. Everybody don't have the touch. Everybody don't have the ability. See, they were mad at witches back in the day because we had the ability to change the weather. Oh, yeah. Where you think making it rain came from, okay? Making it rain, okay, was not a stripper term back in the day. It was really women who knew how to rain dance and made it rain. We sensed what was coming. We knew what was coming. We knew when the droughts were coming. We knew when the rain wasn't going to come anymore. And we would try to warn and tell the people. And then when it actually did happen, what did they do? They got mad at the witches. They got mad at us. You see what I'm saying? That's why you have to not give out all your information to all of these people. See, I heard people making memes and stuff talking about why y'all witches ain't came up with a cure for the coronavirus. Let me tell you something. And y'all got to be so careful out there, because let me have said I have a cure. Let me have said that. Okay? Let me have said, and you guys will be reporting me to the government for false and fraudulent claims. That's what they do to us these days. So you have to be very careful about who you help, because there's another kind of way they persecute us, and they do it with the law. So you have to be so careful. This is why we're not so quick to just go around helping people, because that's not the kind of world we live in today. We can't do that. You'll be sued and all kind of stuff. You can't do it. You know, even on my website, I have to be very careful with what I say and how I word it, because it's people sitting around looking for any and every excuse to doubt us, to talk bad about us. You worried about the wrong thing. What you need to worry about is how you're going to survive for yourself and how Jesus is going to help you or something. That's what you need to worry about. Why are you walking around hating on us? When Jesus is coming with 10,000 of his saints, you say, to issue out judgment. So why are you doing it? You don't have to do it according to your Bible. Your God, your Savior, is supposed to crack the sky and destroy women like me. So you making videos, you should stand in your faith, knowing that you will be okay, because your Jesus is coming to save you. And by default, I'm going to be destroyed anyway. So why the hell are you worried about it? Don't be worried about it. Let us be. But you can't do that because you love us. But you're afraid of us. You love us, yet you are jealous. If you could have just a little bit of what we have, you would take it. You would. But it's not yours. It's ours. It's ours. Nah. Yes, I'm being petty, because that's exactly what y'all doing. Y'all making videos and stuff about me like I'm supposed to care. You know, calling me what they tried to say. They tried to say I'm doing Wicca. What the hell is Wicca? What is that shit? I keep hearing this over and over again. you know, but it's not. It's not Wicca. It's a gift. It's what has been given to me and passed down to me. You know, this is something that I'm embracing because, I mean, why not? Why should we hide who we are anymore? And I'm here to say we are getting more and more powerful by the day. This is our time, ladies. Don't let nobody tell you this is not your time, because it is. Step into it. Step into it. Embrace it. Don't hide anymore. You're not doing anything wrong by embracing who you are. Believe me. Believe me. You're doing the world a favor. You're doing your people a favor by embracing who you are. And you're going to see more and more from us. I'm here for it. I am a leader. I have been chosen to be a leader from day one. I have an old soul. I'll be 38 years old, but really I am beyond 38. I have been told that ever since I was a little girl, because this is who I am. I've been prophesying. The earliest I can remember is 3, but my mother remembers even younger. I might have been 2. I have a very, very good memory, and it's been passed down, you know, to my daughter. And I'm just so happy to have this ability. You know, I'm not going to get emotional, but it's something that means so much to me. You younger sisters, when you guys reach out to me, it means a lot to me. And by no means am I cocky, and by no means will it ever get to my head. But, you know, it means a lot to me when you guys reach out to me as a big sister, an auntie, or a mother figure. You know, I'm there. You know, not even just the young sisters. I mean, it's so weird. Age is just a number. You know, it don't matter how old you are. If you reach out to me, you know, I'll do my best to be there for you, to give you spiritual advice. No, I'm not able to do spiritual work for everybody. Some people get upset with me because I don't have the time to do work for you. But I mean, I'm only one person. I have a store. I'm a mother. You know, I'm doing multiple things. But I'm here for you, and I'm primarily trying to show you guys how to do things for yourself. Not so much of depending on other people to help you through, but do it for yourself. If you have these gifts, you don't have to depend on anybody else. What we can't do is allow others to dictate for us, you know, anything. We have to walk in our own truth and stand in it, and stand in it as we should, you know. So this is just basically a quick video. I really just wanted to encourage, you know, my witches. I really just wanted to encourage. If you don't like being called a witch, it's okay. It's okay, baby. It's all right. You know, you can call yourself whatever you want to. But those of us that are born with these spiritual gifts, and I'm not saying that men don't have spiritual gifts. That's not what I'm saying. But my primary focus is a lot of times women, because number one, I am a woman. You know, that just makes sense. I am a woman, and I know more about being a woman than I ever will a man. But one thing I do understand is that men are important. The right men are. You know, there's a certain system that we're supposed to be following. And because we don't follow that system, we are basically in a lot of confusion. You know, the women were supposed to be going to the spirit world and getting all this information from the spirit world and bringing it to our men. And our men were supposed to be enforcers of the spiritual law. But then they persecuted us and took the spiritual system and gave it to the men. They're the spiritual system and the enforcer. And now it is not, we're all off balance, because the wisdom is in the wise woman. That's why even your Bible will tell you that wisdom is a woman. Wisdom comes from a spiritual standpoint. The Holy Spirit is very feminine. And so when you kick us out, you kick out your wisdom and you kick out the Holy Spirit. And that's the reason why you can't feel anything. That's the reason why a lot of these men don't feel nothing. Because you don't want to feel. Instead, you want to talk bad about us. And that's the reason why. Understand us before you talk bad. Many people don't even understand truly what we are or who we are or what our abilities are. We're all different. We all have different abilities. You know, every time I see a woman, and most of my sister witches are married. You know, many of us have men in our lives. And every time I see my sister witches, their husbands are happy. You know, I hardly ever, they getting cures and all kind of chakra healing and whatever else. I mean, these women are basically improving the lives of not only themselves, but the lives of their children. Okay, so this energy right here is something that is needed. You know, a lot of people are afraid of this destruction that's coming, but yes, it's coming from the witches. Because even the allegorical Bible would tell you that the Most High, the creator of all, you know, whatever you want to call her, it issues out judgment, but she uses man to do it. So that's why we look at the Bible, because it's good allegory. A lot of that stuff is stolen records from our ancient ways. And so we know that judgment is typically issued out by us witches or as spiritual workers, wizards, sorcerers, people like that. We are the ones that are issuing this out. Me and a few of my spiritual workers, we have been praying for chaos. We have been praying for the gates of hell to open. And now we see that the gates of hell, I have been saying, if you look at some of my Facebook posts, if we're friends on Facebook, you'll see that I have been talking about this for quite some time, opening up the gates of hell. Because a lot of people are like, well, why would you pray for something like that? Death and destruction. Because it is the only way. It is the only way that we can become free as a people. This system has to be broken and totally broken. And it's not going to come. We didn't build this country off of a good time. It was built off of blood, sweat, rape, persecution. And so definitely this system is not going to end on a good note. We're gonna have to go through what is called travailing. We're gonna have to go through the labor pains. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna have to go through that. Not only that, but a lot of you don't realize that the earth is dying. Okay, the earth is dying, and so because the earth is dying, I mean, a lot of us are slowly sick and dying with it. We have to understand this is a phase that we have to go through. So yes, I'm praying for that, because I know that that is the only way that my people will be able to be free, is if this system is broken, and that if the gates of hell open up, the plagues have to happen. Because once everything is destroyed, that's why in Revelations it talks about a new heaven and a new earth. Because that's what we're headed towards. When this system and all of the white man's witchcraft is done, when I say the white man's witchcraft, I'm talking about technology. The other races, their magic is in technology. We are people of the earth. And so the spirit world is our magic. And right now, this is not our time of rulership. We fail because that's a part of universal law. What goes up, it must come down. And that's the same with their rulership. It must come down. So I've been calling on my mother to wake up. Mother, wake up and come and save your children. If you always read about the stories or these ancient stories about Inanna and the different goddesses, they always had to go where? Down into hell. Even the story of Jesus, that's where that comes from. Him descending down into hell. So we know that you have to descend before you can ascend. So you guys, I mean, this is something that I could be talking about all night long, okay? But so far, I'm about to get off here while I can. I'm surprised I got this far without my daughter barging in here. I just want to say, you guys, stay strong and reach out to, to your family and different things. And for all of you, I'm going to do a video really soon about people, a lot of us sisters and stuff that have children that are, that are autistic. They're called, Asperger's and different things. And we're going to talk about different ways and different, I have a child that's labeled as autistic, and we're going to talk about different ways that we can do different things to help our children out during this time. And we're going to talk about some spells and different things that we can do to really take advantage of this energy right now. I love chaotic energy. I like, hey, y'all, I work with the spirit of Oya. And like I said, she comes as that tornado. And that's how I am. I come to shake shit up. You know what I mean? I ain't into boring. I'm here to shake stuff up. So that's why a lot of people, they don't like to see me coming. They be like, oh, here come that bitch. They don't like to see me coming because they know I'll shake some stuff up real quick, okay? But it's for growth. And it's for supplanting. Okay, so that's the kind of energy that the spirit of Oya, or the mother of the wind, is. It's just moving one thing or moving one nation out of the way so that another nation can rise. So, I mean, hey, all of this is for our benefit. All of this can truly work for our good that we're going through right now if we truly embrace it. And so all of you out there, you know, you have your jealousy and you're jealous of us and you're scared, just move out the way and mind your business. That's what you need to do. Mind your business. It won't cost you a dime to stay up out of mine. Okay? You mind your own, you live long. So we're not the people that you want to mess with, because until our mission is complete, and we all have individual missions and we all have collective witches missions as witches. But until my mission is complete, anything you try to throw my way, it will never work. No weapon you form against me will prosper as long as I still am actively working towards my spiritual mission. And that's why I stay so active in what I do, because I have relevance. And as long as I'm relevant in this universe, you cannot hurt or harm me. And just know that it works like that for all us spiritual people, or anybody. As long as that person has a purpose, and you never know, my purpose may be greater than yours. So the universe by default will get rid of you before it will me. Okay, so we're serving a strong purpose. Well, we are strong people. We are serving a strong purpose. So until my mission is done, you know, I'm here strong, and I'm going to keep doing what I need to do. And that's what I want you guys to do. You guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And make sure you support Crystal Creek Botanicals. Many of you cannot get to your local botanical store at this time. Really support your people. I have a very dependable store. I have excellent customer service. You guys do not have to worry about your products, you're not getting your products, you spending your money. I know a lot of people have been scamming you and, you know, and scamming different people and running games. I have a legitimate company. You know, you guys, you support it, you know, because we need to help each other out. We know that the culture vultures have stolen all of our ways and have stolen our stuff. And so much so that people now say that we're copying off of them. I mean, it's just so weird how this is topsy-turvy. So we need to take our stuff back. I'm going to basically support, you know, represent all of my other sisters that are making things. I'm trying to find a way where we can network. I'm gonna make a list of all my sisters and what they're selling and different stuff, and so that you guys can know, you know, what spiritual workers are out here, you know, with businesses and things. My sisters have come up with some really good products. Many of them have things you can use for healing. And I know these sisters are very good sisters. And so we need to network in business, especially online right now, which is basically the only thing we really can do is online. Okay, so y'all gonna be forced, okay, to help to support your witches. So I just want to tell you guys, all of you out there, if you're watching this video and you took all the time out of your schedule, I know we're very busy. I'm gonna try to make more videos. Like I said, you guys just got to be patient with me. That it may get a little loud, but I'm gonna work around whatever's going on right now. Great Mother willing, I will be here again probably tomorrow, you guys. So I just want to say, stay strong. And to all the haters, keep hating, because we need you. We need to use you as a stepping stone and a tool, basically to make us stronger and to be able to use you as an example. You know, many times, you know, we're able to judge different people as an example to others, you know, to know who you coming for before you come for them. Okay. So I just want to say, you guys, stay strong and, you know, just tough it out, you guys. Don't panic. Don't panic. Be prepared, but don't panic. We're going to be all right, okay? And we'll talk about some things we can do during this time, but I wanted to get some things off my chest, y'all. It's been some videos and stuff floating around of me and all kind of stuff. So I just wanted to get some things off my chest. And I just want to say I love you, all of my spiritual workers, my beautiful sisters out there. Take care, you guys. Bye.